This is an important message to diabetics from the doctors at the International Council for Truth in Medicine. A breakthrough in diabetes has been achieved, and yet we have been threatened. We have received takedown orders. We are in danger of losing our medical licenses simply for exposing this information. If you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or know someone with these conditions, then listen carefully, as the following presentation just might save your life.
Last year, we helped 17,542 type 2 diabetics normalize their blood sugar, fix insulin sensitivity, and end the need for prescription drugs, insulin injections, and blood sugar monitoring. This year, we're on track to help over 30,000 diabetics achieve the impossible. These techniques have already been used successfully by people in over 40 countries and have helped type 2 diabetics eliminate the need for drugs and insulin injections, while helping type 1s greatly reduce their drug and injection dosages. Pharmaceutical companies have been suppressing this information for decades. Drug companies stand to lose billions of dollars in profits if diabetics learn the truth about their disease and begin using these cheap and much more effective treatments to reverse the type 2 diabetes, normalize blood sugar, fix insulin resistance, and avoid all the horrible diabetes complications that are waiting for them way further down the road. This treatment is so easy, so effective, so natural, and so inexpensive, it might as well be free. Backed by over 120 scientific studies from some of the world's top scientific journals and verified by naturalnews.com, which is the world's #1 health news website with over 12 million monthly readers, proven by world-renowned doctors and researchers from all across the globe. Now, if you simply watch this presentation until the end and do exactly what it says, 21 days from now, you will feel like a completely new person. Now, I'd like to pass the mic on to my colleague, Dr. Meadow.
Hi, I'm Dr. Meadow, and after working in the diabetes industry for over 2 decades, our team has witnessed our share of lies and deceit. We were also able to uncover the truth about insulin resistance, diabetes drugs, and blood sugar. I decided to join the ICTM and help them in their quest to bring the truth about diabetes to the world. What if I told you there was a completely natural treatment that attacks the root cause of diabetes? It is so revolutionary that the medical establishment has actually been hiding it from you on purpose. A treatment that's 100% proven effective, yet not used by your doctor and not known to 99% of all doctors around the world. Imagine if this natural secret can give you a radical shift in your health for the better and instantly improve your quality of life, and in fact even reverse your type 2 diabetes while melting away all doubt and worry. It does not matter if diabetes has been in your family for generations, or you've struggled with it for 50 years. Our treatment works on newly diagnosed diabetics as well as people who have struggled for decades and are losing hope. Join us in taking these first steps. Commit the next 7 minutes to this presentation and your future good health. If you watch our presentation carefully, I promise you will believe that it's possible. You will know that it's possible as a scientific fact. And then, only moments later, you will begin the process of naturally reversing your type 2 by treating it right at the source. Right here, today, right now. That way, you won't just know it's true. You'll see the results with your very own eyes. You will feel the results inside your own body. 48,931 is exactly how many people have now used the secret I am about to share with you to radically improve their diabetes. Just last year, we helped 17,542 diabetics. This year, we are on track to help 30,000 more. The only question is, will you be one of them? Real results without surgery, without needles, without pills, and without visiting a doctor. Yes, even type 1 diabetics see an immense difference in their diabetes. These 48,000 individuals are now enjoying normal lives without worrying about diabetes. Their glucose levels remain in normal ranges, no matter which foods they eat, no matter how much or how little they exercise, no matter how stressful their lives are, no matter how much sleep they get. Imagine just living a normal life. Doesn't this sound nice? How would you like to feel like this every day? to feel normal again, just like everyone else. No more drugs, no bland diets, no fear of horrible diabetes complications, no more needles, no stressful doctor's visits, no fear of early death, no fear of blindness or amputations. The freedom to simply live life, eat your favorite foods, and just enjoy every day. Spend time with your kids or grandkids and know that you will be there with them, watching them grow and sharing many wonderful moments with them. Know that you'll be there for your spouse instead of being a constant burden. Know that they can count on you. Imagine the fear, stress, and doubt just floating away as prescription drugs, glucose monitors, and finger pricks become a thing of the past. Imagine the fear crippling you inside, releasing, letting go, and never coming back. You know what's going to happen? The real you will come out. A healthy, energetic, and happy you that you forgot you even had inside. But don't take my word for it. I'll let the shocking scientific studies and clinical trials, which I will get to in a little bit, and our 48,000 healthy individuals do the job. Let's hear from one of them now.
I was very skeptical in the beginning, but after starting and following your program exactly, my glucose began to normalize. Neuropathy pains went away, and I started feeling much better. My doctor couldn't believe it, but after a month or so, he took me off my prescription meds and injections. My blood sugar is now stable. I don't need insulin, and I don't need medication. I mean, I still can't believe it. I can't believe this is possible, but I'm living proof. Thanks, Dr. Meadow, and the doctors at the ICTM. Couldn't have done it without you.
Now I know what some of you are thinking, that this is too good to be true, that this can never work for you. I understand. I would be thinking the exact same thing if I was in your shoes. What I'm telling you right now goes against everything you have ever been told about diabetes. Every doctor, medical professional, every website, television host, your friends, relatives have told you that you are stuck with diabetes for life. The injections and drugs are something you just have to live with forever. The only way is to manage it, they said. Prick your finger, take your drugs, inject insulin every single day for the rest of your life. Nobody ever told you about the natural drug-free treatments that can completely reverse your type 2 diabetes once and for all. So, we're about to reveal that secret. We'd like to tell you things your doctor and the medical industry never did. The single secret into the workings of the human body and its endocrine system. The secret Big Pharma would rather be buried forever. The secret we were harassed and intimidated over, which proves that defeating type 2 diabetes is possible and has been possible for the last 100 years. This secret that has over 120 clinical studies behind it, none of them covered in any major newspaper and not taught in medical school. It effectively treats the source of diabetes that made you a diabetic in the first place. The results you see here are so spectacular, so outside the box, that most people are amazed at how quickly they see results, primarily because this approach attacks diabetes at the root, an approach not used in current modern medical treatments like drugs and insulin injections that simply treat symptoms. Modern medicine has chosen to ignore this treatment method in favor of the Big Pharma approach, which has you shackled to prescription drugs and insulin injections for life, being dependent on them, a prisoner in your own body. Before I share this secret with you, let me tell you an amazing story that was recently featured by the world-famous Dr. Oz. Rocco Wackman of Scottsdale, Arizona was overweight, diabetic, and had the heart of an 85-year-old while being only in his 50s. In just 28 days, Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes, got rid of his hypertension, acid reflux, successfully reduced the plaque on his arteries, came off his cholesterol and diabetes medication completely, and did all this just by changing his diet in a specific way, which Dr. Michael Roizen, the chief medical consultant for the Dr. Oz show, called doable for everyone. In a few minutes, I will reveal how Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes. Dr. Oz himself even stated that 90% of type 2 diabetics can reverse their problem. 90% of diabetics, free of their disease. That is over 200 million people that could be free of this crippling disease. The method is so simple, yet so powerful. You're going to want to watch this presentation until the end and discover it for yourself. And trust me, I know how you may be feeling right now. My father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes when I was a teenager. But what happened next just didn't seem fair. He took his prescribed medication. He took his insulin. He even improved his diet and exercised. He did everything his doctor told him and more. Yet despite his best efforts, his foot was amputated. He could no longer go fishing with us nor play catch with me like he used to, and his diabetes kept getting worse until he died at the age of 65. I couldn't understand it. If he was taking all his prescribed medication, insulin, pills, eating diets recommended by his doctor, daily exercise, why did he still have to die? Why did our medical system fail him and millions of other diabetics across the world? Something changed inside me the day he died. I knew I had to do something as I couldn't watch another person die of this disease. This was one of the main reasons I became a doctor. I wanted to help stop this disease. After medical school, I spent 2 decades with my research team struggling to find a cure for diabetes. We researched insulin production, pancreas problems, glucose absorption methods, but all in vain. See, the problem was that we were following the mainstream medical methods of trying to cure diabetes. We were attacking it completely from the wrong angle. And I only discovered this after I joined the doctors at the International Council for Truth in Medicine. And together we embarked on a mission, poured over thousands of scientific studies and research papers, worked with hundreds of doctors, researchers, and medical professionals. And you know what? After 10 full years of analyzing, verifying, and testing this information, we discovered the truth. The covered up, suppressed, and hidden truth. We discovered a method so powerful it threatens to shut down Big Pharma for good, because it begins reversing type 2 diabetes the moment you start. By attacking diabetes at the root, it begins healing your pancreas, fixing your insulin problems, normalizing blood sugar, and restoring your health. We want to share it with you today so you can be free of type 2 diabetes, free of the drugs, pills, and injections, free of the crippling fear and worry, and start living your life beginning today. We came to learn that there is a scary process which destroys your pancreas and turns off your blood sugar metabolism, activating your diabetes, dooming you to a life of pain, suffering, and early death. A process which Time magazine called the secret killer. It is the culprit behind most diseases actually, and along with a lack of nutrients and key compounds, if you do not get this process under control within your body, it will be virtually impossible to reverse your type 2 diabetes. And I want to share with you exactly how to stop this process, dead in its tracks, right now. Ever wondered why diabetics have such high rates of heart disease, heart attacks, cancer, high cholesterol, blindness, arthritis, and neuropathy? One word: inflammation. Just recently, February 2015, scientists and researchers at the University of California, San Diego proved that type 2 diabetes is caused by a tiny molecule. They discovered that an inflammatory molecule called LTB4 causes insulin resistance. And what does insulin resistance lead to? High blood sugar and diabetes. And there you have it. The root cause of diabetes? Not exactly. We have to go back just a little bit further. We need to find out what causes inflammation and how to stop it. This, my friends, is the Holy Grail, the one thing that has been hidden, suppressed, and kept secret. The answer to your diabetes.